Hello and good evening, and welcome to the 27th Annual Pierce College Scholarship Scramble Award Ceremony. This is our first and hopefully last virtual version of this event. I'm so glad to see all of you in your little Zoom boxes as we celebrate our winners and, most importantly, tee up support for our student scholars. I'm Jonathan Harris, chairman of the Scholarship Scramble Committee and past president of Pierce College Foundation Board. Today, we virtually continue a 27-year tradition that has raised more than $1 million for student scholarships. Hats off to all of you, and glad to see you all here without masks today. All of us, whether we golf or not, had the opportunity to see stories that represent the grit and determination of our amazing Pierce College students through videos emailed to your inboxes leading up to this ceremony. These stories drive home why this work is so important to our students and community. They inspire and motivate me. I hope they encourage you to give even more today. The tournament wouldn't be possible without our volunteers. Let's give a hand to all of them.
Yay.
And of course, please recognize our generous sponsors. Thanks to our top sponsor, Waste Connections. We're proud you're involved with this tournament for so many years. Thanks to our contest sponsors, Buckley Investments, sponsor of The Longest Drive, and Chancellor Michelle Johnson, who sponsored the Closest to the Pin. Hats off also to our fairway sponsors for providing refreshments. Commencement Bank, Pierce College Executive Team, Nothing Bundt Cakes, and Pierce College Presidents Daryl Kane and Julie White. And our whole sponsors, Cosmo Construction, Tacoma Rainiers, Pierce College International Education, and Cool Cycles, owned by John Gibson, who is a distinguished alum of Pierce College and, better yet, provided ice cream on the cake. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thanks to Tri Group Northwest for the signage on the course. And a round of applause for all of our silver donors and everyone who donated items for our silent auction. Now, I'm excited to introduce our most committed golfer, the only person to have golfed in 27 consecutive tournaments. She competes fiercely on the course and with her pocketbook. Pierce College Chancellor and CEO, Dr. Michelle Johnson.
Thank you, Jonathan. It is great to be here. And you know, what's really important is Jonathan is also a distinguished alum of Pierce College. And so it's always fantastic when our alum continue to give back. So I have the honor really on behalf of our trustees and our two campus presidents, Dr. Daryl Kane and Dr. Julie White, and everyone at Pierce College. I really do want to thank you for being here today and helping us support the work of our foundation. You know, it really is about having fun. And I hope that you had fun yesterday for those of you who are able to join us. We weren't sure how all was going to work out, but you know, it's about friendship and building friendships and fundraising for all of our students. We try to keep you safe. I hope everybody, I know I had my little mask on and wore it faithfully when we were around students and other folks. And today, all of the money that's been raised in our tournament goes specifically to scholarships so that it can support the work of our foundation. You saw the stories of our students there, our 3 students. I hope that you had a chance to check out their videos. If you haven't, please go back and take a look. They are really the reason that we do this. And I think one of the things that they would want you to know if they were here today, that the fact that you are willing to give to this tournament and to the college, that it says that they matter, that they're important, and that their work that they do is important. So I also want to say thank you to our amazing and committed Pierce College Foundation Board. They're here going to be listed on the screen. These are amazing people to work with. It's always a joy and an honor. And so take a good look at the list here. And I want to say thank you for that work. You know, it's also important that these committee, the work doesn't get done with a whole bunch of people working behind the scenes. And so I think it's important that we also recognize the Scholarship Scramble committee who put all their work in. So thank you everyone for doing that. With that, before we actually get started with the awards, I'm going to turn it over to Robin Eckley, who is our new executive director of the Pierce College Foundation. She actually joined us. Her timing wasn't great. She joined us 6 days before we were all given orders to go home and work from home. So Robin, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you so much, Michelle. It's great to see you all here, and I'm so inspired by all of you and the tenacity of the students we're here to support today. This is your chance to make a direct impact on students' lives. More than 10,000 students come to Pierce College each year. Many struggle to afford college. We know students are facing even more challenges due to COVID-19, so your support is more important than ever. One of the characteristics that drew me to Pierce College was the unfaltering commitment of employees and donors to support students and community. That's what brought us here today, putting the fun in fundraising in the name of student success. So I'd like to provide just a little more information to consider as we ask you to figuratively raise the paddle tonight. Oh, you're muted.
You're on mute, Michelle.
So let me interrupt you if I can. I want you to know that we have just received some amazing news, a generous, very generous gift. You know, one of our very best recruiters of golfers for this tournament has been our very own Dr. Mi-Young Park, who is the Executive Director of International Education. And she and her husband, Young, are going to pledge $5,000 for our emergency grants as part of our Student Success Fund. And she's extremely also particularly important of trying to support our international students, because as you know, with COVID, many of them have been impacted. Some have even run out of funds to get back home. And so this gift is going to have an amazing impact on our students. So I want to say thank you to Mi-Young and to her husband Young for this generosity. I also want to make sure, though, you know that this won't be part of today's total, though, because today's about raising the paddle specifically for scholarships. But we hope it inspires you, and you can learn more later about what our emergency fund is all about. Mi-Young, you are terrific. Thank you for your recruitments, and thank you so much for supporting our students. This is very, very generous. And I know you're with us, Mi-Young. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Woo-hoo! Hey.
This is such fabulous news. Students need to be supported at so many levels, and thank you, Mi-Young, for that, and for all your support for this golf tournament as well, and recruiting so many teams and players, and just being a great leadership model for me and for others for this golf tournament. And yes, we'll be reaching out to everyone regarding the emergency fund for the Student Success Campaign Fund later on in the year. But now, to support students through scholarships and putting the fun in fundraising, I'd like to provide a little information to consider as we ask you to, again, to figuratively raise the paddle tonight. So you can read that yourself. I know I was surprised by these costs. One college credit costs a student $125. One 5-credit course costs $625, and a year of tuition is almost $5,000, $4,446. That number's gone up a bit since I was in college in the 80s, and I bet some of you are a little surprised by those numbers as well. The money we raise in this Zoom room tonight and for the golf tournament yesterday will create possibilities and change lives. So I want you to get excited and ready for what's about to happen. We're doing this a little bit different. We're doing the virtual thing. So instead of raising the paddle, I'm asking you to make a donation or a pledge in the chat feature. So the chat feature is at the bottom of your screen. You'll see. Just go ahead and click on that and say hi to those of us in the room today. Just a little hello. We'll assume there's a monetary amount to that and tell you later what it is. Just kidding. So we're asking you to make a pledge in the chat feature. Just put your name, if it's not the name of your Zoom name, and the amount. And I'm gonna read it out loud if I can see it here. This is kind of new for me. So we're going to see if I can do it. Hold on here. We got anybody yet here? Oh, we have a few chats already. Oh, we have hello. Hello from Mike Wark. Hello from Brian Benetti. Hey there. Hello, Daryl Kang. Hi, everybody. Frank Boykin. Thank you so much for doing the chat feature. That's really cool. And I appreciate that. So we're going to do the chat feature a little bit. We've talked about the amounts it costs to do a college. You're welcome to make this donation here, right here in the chat feature. We'll follow up with you later via email, or you can do it online this weekend. Oh, Sylvia James says, happy Fry. Yay. I love that. Thank you so much. And Frank says, happy everyone. I love it. Hello, everyone. That's great. So if you want to make your donation, just put that in there now. And now that I'm asking you for all of this, I'm realizing that I didn't make my pledge yet. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be making my pledge. And I hope all of you will do that well. So I don't see any chats in there yet, but you're welcome to do it over the week. Oh, Michelle Johnson is giving 500. Thank you, Michelle. Always a big supporter for this event. She gives in many ways to this event, as I think everyone here knows. Jonathan Harris is making his gift of 250. Jonathan, you've been a loyal supporter for this event, and I really appreciate that longevity. And Brian is pledging $500. And remember, you don't have to pay it all at once. You can pay it over time. Mike is giving $250. Daryl is giving $250. Again, loyal supporters who give every year. I see Julie is giving $625 for 1-5 credit class. And again, thank you, all of you. Again, you can pay it in installments. We can work that out when I call you.
I saw $250 for Fran Davis.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Fran Davis, $250. Fran, thank you so much for that. Again, a good supporter and a member of our board. And then Mike Stock.
And a former student of mine. Yay, Fran, go.
Fran, go. And we do have some distinguished alumni on the Zoom call, and Fran is one of our distinguished alumni, as is Jonathan, of course. So thank you so much for that, Mike. Sylvia, again, you do so much for our campus and for this event.
And a distinguished alum of Pierce College, Sylvia James.
Sylvia James, distinguished alum again. We're going to point these out. Yeah, you're not done being embarrassed by us. We're going to embarrass you a little bit about your distinguished alum. So if I miss you, I apologize. We have iPhone. I don't know who iPhone is. If you can change your name in the chat, there's a little more thing that comes up. Change your name and we'll know who you are. $250. Yeah, and we had a lovely gift yesterday, I think, Mike, is that what you're reminding me about? From the Korean Women's Association. They made a special gift, a donation of $500 for scholarships for our golf tournament. And we want to thank them especially. They bring a team. They've been very supportive for this event. We love our association with them. We're very proud of that loyalty. So I'm going to leave it open for just a couple more minutes. Couple minutes of anybody. I see some people working. All right. I think we've got it for now. But remember, it's not over. You can donate later online. We'll have the link at the end of this session here. You can call me up. You can pay in installments. We even take cash. Somebody asked yesterday, do you take cash? So yeah, we're old fashioned. We're still taking cash. So I love that. Thank you all for your generosity. We're going to do going once, going twice, cold hard cash. Frank, yeah, I've got all this. So thank you all so much. Okay, I think we're closed for right now. But again, remember our website's always open and you can always think about it, sleep on it, and whatever number you come up with, feel free to double that because we're happy to take whatever. So thank you all for your generosity, which affects the lives of Pierce College students through the Foundation's Michael B. Smith Fund. And if you were here yesterday, you know we've raised over $1.3 million for that fund. So these donations, you're wondering, do they make a difference? My little $100, $200 means a lot to me, but does it mean a lot to a student? It really does. Students get those awards, and it's more than just the money and the credits and all of that. It's the honor and the responsibility of knowing that someone is investing in them. Someone looks at them and says, I know you can do this. Maybe you don't always know you can do this, but we know you can do this. And that means a lot to them. I'd like to invite Jonathan to rejoin me on the screen.
All righty.
Hey, before you do that, I'd like to recognize Mario Lyons. He said hello. He smiled to everybody. Former athlete at Pierce College and a professional ball player. Good to see you, Mario. Thanks for being on here with us.
Ow!
Oh!
Thank you, Mario. I'm glad you're here. Okay, are we ready, Jonathan?
I'm ready.
All right. So we're going to talk about the prize winners, which is why so many of us are here today too. Remember, it's supporting the good cause, having some fun, and winning fabulous prizes. Where else can you do that? Right here at Pierce College. So I'm going to start us off with our closest to the pin winner is Grace Kim. Today, if you are, shout out. But congratulations to Grace Kim. The prize is a $50 X Group gift card to be used at any of their 3 restaurants, which include Asado, get the polenta, I love the polenta, Enoch, grab a beer, and the Valley. And if you haven't done brunch at the Valley, you need to do brunch at the Valley. Thanks to the X Group for their donation.
Okay, great job. Now, the winner of men's longest drive contest is Mike Wall. And Mike is a good friend of mine, and he is the manager of the Les Schwab Tire Center in Lakewood. The prize is donated by Buckley Investments, and it's 3 bottles of fabulous wine. I'll try to get that to him. And then just as a side note, you know that the golf course, there's 3 different 9-hole courses. Well, Mike and his group got lost, and they went the wrong way for a little bit. But they said they had a fabulous time.
Thank you, Jonathan. I talked to them as well. They're longtime supporters of this golf
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
And I was really pleased to meet them and chat with them after the tournament. So the winner of the women's longest drive is Linda Rakos, who has played, as far as we know, in every year since 2009. Maybe she even started earlier. Her prize is also donated by Buckley Investments, and it's 3 bottles of fabulous wine. And I like to say Buckley Investments has been supporting this event again for a number of years.
Okay, so, and now we'll announce the tournament champions with overall lowest score of 51. The Tacoma Rainiers team, which includes Devon Barker, Jason Barker, Kevin Druggy, and Michael Landrum. Their prize is a round of golf for 4 at Eagles Pride Golf Course. Thanks to Eagles Pride for donating the prize. Also, and thanks for all their support yesterday. They were great.
Yeah, again, they're a good partner with us. I think a member of the Rainiers team is here on this call. So,
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Woo! You shot a
Congrats.
51.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Ow!
you guys had a good day. Yes, you did.
we appreciate
Better
all the
yesterday,
support.
better yesterday than today, right? All right, I'm glad you're here. So now the winning best men's team with a score of 57 is Mario Lyons' team, which includes Mario Lyons, a Pierce alum who played baseball for the Raiders. Drew Ashore, I love that name, it's so melodious. Marcus Jenkins, another Pierce alum who played basketball for the Raiders, and Mike McKnight. Their prize is a round of golf for a foursome at Whispering Firs, and thanks to Whispering Firs for that donation. I think Mario's here, isn't he?
He is here.
Congratulations, Mario.
okay. Best women's team with the score of 73 is actually a tie. Ruthie, our own Ruthie Scheidner's team included Ruthie Lendarankos, Amy Bush, and Jessica Freya. And Amelia was the youngest player. She's 11 years old. And the second part of that tie is Chon Dameron's team with Chon Youngwai and Grace Kim.
Congratulations
And
to
win a round of golf for a foursome at American Lake Golf Course. And we'd like to thank American Lake Golf Course and their director, Bruce, for giving us rounds to get there, because the only way you can get there otherwise is as a visitor with a veteran. It's totally, all of the people that work there, with the exception of 2, are all volunteers. It's a great course. Nicholas gave all of the work going on for the final hole. He did all of the architectural work and donated it because of his love for veterans. So we really appreciate him and American Lake. And
wonderful. Oh, go ahead.
so now the highest score prize with the score of 81 goes to my Young Parks team. Although she didn't play, she recruited the team, which includes Kathy Strittmatter, Bowie Pattern, somebody help me with these names.
Bowie Patton Staneski, and Jae-wook Kim.
And Jaywalk Kim, yeah.
And
So,
their prize is donated by Barnes and Noble. 4 $10 gift cards to be used at any Barnes and Noble. You can buy a book on picking up a new hobby other than golf, or perhaps getting. And if nothing else, they sell lovely Godiva chocolates there. So it's a great prize for
So,
our.
Young, I know that you like to have a lot of high numbers. I know that's about you because you love to make money for the college, but you do realize that in golf, that we're trying to get the lowest number, not the highest, right? You do know that.
I thought highest number works most of the cases.
So this is the one time where, you're trying to go the other way, but, maybe next year.
Okay, we'll try.
Well, that's it for us for the awards. Michelle, do you want to say a few words?
I just want to say thank you to everyone and congratulate the winners. This has been a really difficult time for everyone. I hope that you're staying healthy and well, and that you're taking care of one another. And we know that these are really difficult times for our students in particular. And what you have done today and yesterday at the tournament, and those of you who've been longtime supporters of the college, we really want to say thank you so much for your commitment to us. And again, congratulations to our winners. We hope next year that you'll be back again, but this time we'll not have to do this kind of piece, that we'll be able to give the awards at a nice dinner right after the tournament, and we'll look forward to that. So everybody keep their fingers crossed, but more importantly, keep on your masks so that everybody can get healthy and we can get back to normal. So back to you, Robin.
Yeah, I just want to say thank everyone for your donations today and yesterday, and for playing and being part of this tournament for 27 years. So many of you are loyal supporters of this event, and that's why we do it, to have fun and to see all of you. It was the first time I saw many of you, and I'd like to apologize in advance for next year when I don't recognize you because I'm seeing your whole face. Let's all think that's the way it's going to go. We're going to be in touch with you about how we're going to get your prizes to you. They're either going to be mailed or they'll be delivered, we promise. And we're also going to be in touch regarding how much money we raised for scholarships at the tournament this year. But I want to thank you all for attending what turned out to be a lovely event. Jonathan?
Hey, Robin, can I acknowledge one other person? I see Tom Bush is in here.
Yes.
Tom is an amazing professor at Pierce College, Puyallup, teaching geology. And I'm kind of, I'm a little bit sheepish because, I always say how competitive I am and that I've been at all 27. And Tom has been at 26. So he keeps hoping that one year I'll get sick so that he can at least tie the record. And Amelia, the 11-year-old, is Tom's daughter. And so she's been out to the tournament before, and I think she snuck in a couple of shots and probably helped this team win in the past. But so she's part of the winning women's team this year. But Tom, thank you for supporting the tournament all these years. And I'm sorry you've only been at 26, but that's kind of how it goes.
Hey, our pleasure for helping out. It was another great day, and thank you to everybody who put on the tournament. It was really well run, especially under the circumstances, and both Amelia and I really had a great day yesterday. We've been talking about it ever since. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom, and thanks to all of you for coming and helping us make the 27th Pierce College Golf Scramble a success. Also for proving me wrong, because when we first started talking about this, I said, there is no way that we're going to be able to do this. And I thank staff for continuing to struggle, especially Nolan and Robin for getting the word out and really recruiting people. And all of you that came back and said, yeah, we want to do it. Yeah, we want to do it. And it was so nice to see so many smiling faces and everybody having fun. We appreciate all of your generosity, and hats off to all of you for coming. And we look forward to seeing you again next year. And hopefully we don't have to worry about masks. We can see you in person. So thanks again to everybody, and especially thanks to staff, Duncan and Cheryl and the other ones that were not in sight for you, but without them, we couldn't have done it all. We appreciate it. Also, thanks to the golf course.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a great weekend.
Have a super great.
Enjoy and be safe.